Hi, I'm Dr. Vstrom, and today's video is another upgrade for my Vstrom 800. So as you can see, this next upgrade is a radiator guard. It comes from a company known as Evotech Performance, which I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by them, I'm not sponsored by the other companies. I do tend to select products based on how good quality they have. Other factors like weight, price, how well they get to be installed on my motorcycle, and how good they look when I install them. So this particular one I have selected because it is very lightweight. It will do its job to protect from rocks and other things flying towards the radiator for the mostly on-road use that I will do for this motorcycle. Plus it has got adequate openings for the air to flow, to pass through, because as you know, as you might have seen on my channel, these new engines for the 800, they do have some sensitivity with heat, especially inside the cities and especially in the beginning, before the braking. And so you don't want to obstruct further the flow of air. Regarding this, there's a video up here where you can go and watch this test and my opinion about this heat sensitivity of the 800s. So this product has also got an average price, or a price which is more or less the same like the other companies, but I selected it for the reasons that I told you, plus that it will also help the radiator not to get dirty by bugs flying inside the radiator fins. I had to clean the radiator, and by the way, there's a video up here as well where you can watch how to clean your radiator, or how I clean my radiator. It is performed on a Vstrom 650, but of course it applies to all radiators and all motorcycles. So this video is going to be a review of this product, plus the installation, which is going to be, as always, step by step and very detailed for you guys. So the weight of the radiator guard from Evotech Performance, together with the bolts that come with it, is 208, 209 grams. These two pieces look like they are 3D printed, some kind of plastic, it's not metal. So that's one thing to consider. And these are two metal parts, two bolts of Allen heads of size 3, and these rubber parts. So one thing immediately that I'm going to do is to remove their logo, because it takes a lot of space. So that's out. If you do not remove the brand name, the logo, like me, you would need 2 of those, otherwise maybe 3. You insert the rubber spacer from behind, and when it is from behind here, this rubber part is protecting the radiator surface. Like I said, this is in my case that I have removed the company logo. Here you can see that there is a single circle, not a hexagonal opening, and there's another one from the other side, and this is where we're going to insert the other 2 rubber spacers. Like so. Let's put the other one. Again, there is a circular opening over here, you see. All the other ones over here, all the other ones are hexagonal. You take the pointy part, you insert it into the circle, and you push. So that's it. It's good to go. Depending on whether you used 3 or 2 only, you will have some spare rubber spacers. Keep them in a safe place, so that, because with time and with the elements and with the heat, these are going to deteriorate, and so you have some spares to change them. Turn this like this and you insert, you see there is a square part over here. You need to align it to the square part here, like so. You see, and when you align you push and it's in, like so. And so this is how it looks from both sides. Before we install the radiator guard, it's a good idea to first inspect, especially in the case that your motorcycle is not new, and so there is some dirt here and some bugs and so on. It's a good idea to clean it first, and this is what we will do. In my case, it's not so dirty, so what you can do is, I will demonstrate a few steps, and if you want the full package, there's a video up here right now on your screen where you can see the full method on a Vstrom 650, but this method is applicable to all motorcycles and all Vstroms, and so if you need it, follow it. But generally what you use is a brush with soft hair like this one, and you only brush off the dirt vertically, so the direction of the openings of the sensitive fins. So you don't brush horizontally like so, but only vertically like so, and very gentle with soft hair you take most of the dirt out. Then what you can also do is, if there is some dirt that you cannot remove with a brush and it is between the radiator fins, you take a thin needle like this one and you gently and very carefully insert it where the dirt is, and you pick it out like so. Finally, you can use, you can blow air from the backside of the radiator, and you can also use steam. All these methods are described and they are demonstrated on the video which is on your screen, like I mentioned, so if you need it, go and have a look. The next step is to open this part of the fairing, and there is a bolt with an Allen key of size 4. So we will slowly undo it from both sides. Open or release only the bottom part of this fairing, and to do that, first we remove this bolt, and then there are two rubber inserts that go inside the fairing. So to release it, you just need to push a bit to the front, and you see it releases. Let me try and show you. These are the inserts, this one and this one. Once we do that, you see we have got some space to play with when we install the radiator guard from both sides, this one and the other one. Three things. First, the bottom part is the one where the brand or logo used to be. There is a heat shield which is made from rubber over here. What you need to take care of is to ensure that you lift it a bit and then you install the radiator guard. First we install from the top. We hang the top, lift the rubber heat shield, make sure that the edges, there are some metal brackets over here from the motorcycle, and there are some gaps that you need to align so that the radiator guard fits inside. So like I said, you hang from the top and then you close towards the bottom like so. You see, this part has to go from inside the brackets of the radiator. That means that first, like I said, you put this bracket, the large edge, from the back side of the radiator. This one will go on top. Let's loosely install the bolt from this side, which is, like we said, an Allen of size 3, and I will show you from the other side in more detail. There are these parts, the brackets. I said that this larger part goes on the back side of the radiator, and then this radiator guard goes on top. This edge of the radiator guard goes on top. And then you bring, you see, you bring the radiator guard with this opening and you align. Then you take your Allen bolt of size 3 and you install, and you do that from both sides. Let me show you the bracket. So here you see the bolt, the radiator guard on top, the bracket, the 3D printed bracket in between. Very stable, for now at least. Like I said, I just bought the product. And this is how it looks. I really like the result. It's lightweight. And yeah, I will be testing it and let you know if there are any problems. Okay, now remember what we need to do to put the fairing part, this fairing part back. These are the two inserts, the rubber inserts, and there are openings, so you need to put it a bit to the front and then pull back. You see? Do not over tight these parts, as you're going to need to do this several times for other tasks, so just snug them. And then you see, it's in. And then snug it. And that's it. Job done. So I just went through some twisties and I pushed the bike, and the radiator guard is still in place. So it's a good fit, it's a good installation, it's a good design, and I have not noticed any degradation in the performance of the radiator, meaning that the flow of air is not obstructed and the cooling is as before. Thanks for watching, and as always, I say